Hey guys, how you doing? It's Jay here, and I know, you're thinking, Jay, what the hell is this? You said you'd gotten new hardware, there was going to be a vlog, and your pay-per-view reviews are coming back. Allow me to explain. Not making excuses, this is just what happened. Right, so back in early December I did an update where I said I was going to be doing videos up until the 23rd, which I did. Then I said I'd be coming back on the 4th of January, which I didn't. And for those of you who don't follow me on Twitter, I'd mentioned I had been sick for a couple of days, and that put me behind on my timetable for making videos, and even more unfortunately, I had time that I was going to spend with friends over Christmas, which I didn't get around to, which that absolutely sucks. Yes, I am trying to earn pity points. Subscribe for more. But after that, then when I went to go back to start recording again, I had these incredible hardware and software issues, not pertaining to the new stuff I've gotten that I've mentioned. Is with my current setup. I'd taken everything down before Christmas to enjoy some time off, and when I set everything back up, I must have done something wrong, because trying to even record gameplay footage just wasn't working for me. So I had to take all the hardware down. I actually wound up uninstalling like the software for said hardware and just kind of starting everything from scratch, and I had to do a couple attempts. We're back on track with recording the videos, so we're the Let's Plays now, so don't worry about it. But then on top of all that, I then got my new hardware. I got myself a nice new Canon EOS 4000D. Might be EDS. Pretty sure it's EOS 4000D. Anyway, so I went to use it. The picture on it is so much better than the camera I was using last year. And the sound on its microphone is bloody fantastic as well. But there's a problem I've run into with it. And I know I've been making YouTube videos for over a year now. I should know better. But it's lighting. The room, I got it set up and I started recording, and the lighting is atrocious. So that's why not only am I now 10 days late between being sick and then having to delay to get my recording setup back on track, but now I'm late uploading this tonight because I recorded the vlog and the lighting's awful, and I can't. The standard is too, like, hey, look, all right, we're not setting the bar here at this channel, all right. Let's not lie, okay? But that was, even for my standards, that was too low. The lighting was really bad. I should have seen it coming. I did. The reason I didn't was because the old crappy camera I was using last year, lighting wasn't perfect, but it wasn't that bad an issue. I suppose it's just with the higher picture quality on this camera, it looked awful. So unfortunately, here I am now, just on the microphone. You know what? I don't even have gameplay footage set aside for this. I'm probably just going to put the channel logo as the bloody video. That's okay. You can just listen to this in the background. I don't know. Make a sandwich or something. It'll be a good one. So anyway, enough with that. So the only one more thing I'll add on to that is we're still on for our Royal Rumble review. All right, don't worry about that. But I'm just thinking with what I have to do to fix the lighting, it may take a little while longer, a little while longer to get it set up, and I probably won't have it done by the time the Royal Rumble airs. So while quickly brainstorming in the last like 5 minutes, I'm thinking what I'll do for the review is have like the black screen, and I'll have like the channel logo on it, and I'll have these two little rectangles where I can put pictures and video footage on. You'll see when the review comes along. I'm hoping January's Royal Rumble review is the only review where that's the case. I hope to have my lighting issues all resolved by Elimination Chamber whenever that rolls around, and get the show on the road, because as you can see, I was left with the conundrum, guys. I was like, okay, what do I do? Do I delay it? Delay coming back for a bit longer, or what do I do? So I said, screw it, let's just do the annual update now. I'm back on track, starting to get my Let's Plays recorded, and we'll get the ball rolling. So update time, right? So what's happening with the channel aside from the rough start, the false start? What are we doing this year? Well, let's talk about games, right? We've talked about, I mentioned the pay-per-view review, that they're still coming, don't worry. Video games. What are we doing? Right, so we have the WWE 2K19. Now, I've done the showcase mode for that for you, and I have done the My Career for it. So there's and what I'm actually going to be doing with it was the thought process I actually had when I started 2K18 when that first came out was I thought it'd be really cool to just do a season of the 2K game. So from when it releases in late September, early October, through to December. Now, for those of you who were around back there, it lasted a lot longer than that. There was so many problems with my upload schedule, and the career mode wound up being like 15 episodes longer than I thought it was going to be, so it took way longer, and it dominated the channel for like the guts of 8 months. So that's not been the case now. We had a few months where there was a lot of 2K19, and it's going to be reined in now for the start of this year, pretty much between now and when 2K20 comes out. So in the past, where I would have done 2 to 3 videos on 2K19 a week, you'll be now expecting 2 to 3 videos a month. So 2K19's not going away, but what we're going to do now instead is I have one more kind of bonus episode of my career. Of course, the story ends with you winning the Universal Championship. So what I will do to finish, kind of put the one little kind of a victory lap, if you will, I'll do, I believe you have a title defense you can do post-campaign against AJ Styles, who I won the title from. So I'll do that, and on top of that, we're going to have the Fantasy Royal Rumble again this year. Last year, we had the very first Argonautless 30-man Fantasy Rumble, and we're going to get a sequel to that. And actually, come WrestleMania this year, WrestleMania weekend, we're actually going to crown the first proper Argonautless champion. It was something I wanted to start doing last year. Conflicting schedules, or schedule conflicts, prevented that from happening. Couldn't commit the time to it. So what will actually happen is I'll have a few matches up. I'll use like a mixture of exhibition and universe mode, so around the times of pay-per-views I'll do matches kind of themed to it. So we'll have the Royal Rumble, we'll do Elimination Chamber, we'll crown a champion on WrestleMania weekend, we're going to have Money in the Bank. That'll lead us all the way through until 2K20. Anyway, so that's the deal with 2K19. Enough of that for now. On to Fire Pro Wrestling World Fighting Road. God, that title. So I honestly don't know how many episodes are left in the actual story. We left it off at a good point where I had just clean swept the G1 Climax and defeated Kenny Omega in the finals. Good way to start off, and for this year, starting back into that story again, we'll be facing Tanahashi for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship, which would be a good episode. And then just after that, again, I don't know how many episodes are left. There could be 4, there could be 10, I don't know. We're going to do that until it's finished anyway, and when it's finished from there, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. My plan at the moment is maybe just to take a little bit of a break from it again, because it's been so dominant in the channel for a couple of months and featured so heavily. Time to rein it back in. Yeah, as you can kind of guess, I have a short attention span, and I like to do tons of different things at the same time. So yeah, whenever from now on, whenever I finish a game, I might just rein it back in, because I don't want. I'll just get sick of it if I end up doing the same game over and over and over again. So we'll see how we are, how many episodes are left, how I'm feeling about it. We might just jump straight into the DLC scenario, if that's even out yet. I'll have to double check that. If it's not out, we'll obviously have to wait. And even if it is out, we might wait, give it a couple of weeks, give me some room to breathe, and then we'll jump back into it. Finally, we have Spider-Man. I've done the main game. I've done 2 of the 3 DLCs. That third DLC is going to be done before the end of this week. So don't worry about it. We'll get it in the bag. It'll be done. It's gone. What's new that's coming this year? Well, there are 4 games that I know I'm definitely going to be playing through this year, right? So they are in the order in which they are going to release. We'll have the Resident Evil 2 remake. We're going to have Jump Force. Then there'll be Devil May Cry 5. And then there's the Crash Team Racing remake, which I can't believe it. Out of all of the games, it's probably the Crash Team Racing remake I'm the most excited for. Oh man, 2019, what a year to be alive. Anyway, so those are the 4 games I'm definitely going to be playing through. There are tons of other good games coming out, and even some games that have been announced, but we don't have the specific release date. Rumor 2019, but we're not sure yet. You have like Gears 5, The Last of Us 2, tons of other games like Anthem, and I should probably have gotten a list of all the games because I can't remember them all, but there's loads. So outside of the 4, Resident Evil 2 remake, Jump Force, Devil May Cry 5, and Crash Team Racing remake. If there's any other games you want to see me play, just let me know either on Twitter or in the comment section of any video. I'll be more than happy to do it for you. On top of that, pay-per-view reviews are coming back, as I mentioned, but even then, I'm actually quite fortunate that I wound up having to delay coming back for a week and a bit, because looking at my timetable, and I was my initial plan in my vlog was to sit down and be like, okay, well, you know what? In the last like 6 weeks of last year, I was able to absolutely nail it. I was able to upload a video every day, and I was able to upload 2 to 3 videos on certain days. I was just an uploading machine, and that's exactly how we're going to continue. But some non-YouTube stuff has come up, so I don't know if that's going to be a specific possibility. So what I'm saying is I will upload as many videos as I can, but I just know there is stuff coming up over this year that is going to take me away from where I'm recording. So I know there are going to be some weekends where I don't know if I'll do a video. I'll definitely tweet about it. I might do videos depending on how often this crops up, where over the weekend I'll be away, or I might be away for a couple of days during the week, which would make recording impossible. I could try recording in advance, but I don't have a lot of time as it is, so we'll see. For the immediate future, this week, we've got Fire Pro tomorrow, and then we're going to just be doing Spider-Man, 3 to 4 days of Spider-Man until it's done. And then I'll update you on Twitter once I know what's going to be happening with the rest of it. So yeah, as for the upload schedule, I'm very sorry. I can't give you guarantees of days where I will and won't, which sucks. I do know. I really do know how much that sucks. I know there are plenty of people who I'm subscribed to, and they're in a situation where they can't guarantee when exactly they'll upload. They just gotta upload when they can, and like, it's great when they do, but when they haven't uploaded, you're like, bastard. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. I'll try to do as many as I can, but the last thing I'll mention with because I've been talking for too long already, very sorry about that, but the last thing I'll leave it with is in the past I juggled games when I was doing Let's Plays of them, so I would pick 2 or 3 games and I'd rotate them, for variation. I'm trying to be a smart businessman here, but I think for this year what I'll do is when a new game comes out, for example in Resident Evil 2, I'll stick primarily to that game, not 100% to it. It was just beforehand I was rotating. It'd be game A on one day, game B on Tuesday, game C on Wednesday, and it was just this constant, jumping all over the place, doing a different game pretty much for every video. Whereas with Resident Evil, I'll probably be doing anywhere from 3 to 5 videos in a row of it. So that way, the channel actually at least with a Let's Play, does have a concrete focus. Here's what we're doing, and then I can mention what's coming up next, like Jump Force or Devil May Cry, and that's where we'll go from here. Very sorry about this, because this video, pretty much in general, after all the delays, I'm like, damn it, I just have to sit down in front of this microphone and get it out of the way, because you know what, we have this out of the way, and I'm just going to start doing the Let's Plays again. We'll get the pay-per-view reviews. The Cerberus Plus One Exotic review I did was received well by the people who watched it, so I'd like to do more Destiny 2 videos, the weapon reviews, and there's lots of news regarding Destiny 2 at the moment. So again, as I've mentioned back in September, I believe, I mentioned that I've no plans on doing like regular videos on news regarding Destiny 2, because there's so much of it happening in a completely different time zone. There's no way I'd be able to keep up, so I'll just make videos about whatever aspect of Destiny I'm high on at the time, whether it's a new exotic weapon or if the big news breaks out. We'll just kind of take them as we come. That's it. We've learned nothing. 13 and a half minutes of your life, and you've learned absolutely nothing about the channel. TLDR, 2K19 is not going anywhere, but it will be scaled back. We're going to finish Fire Pro Wrestling World's Fighting Road. We're going to finish off the Spider-Man DLC, and we've got Resident Evil 2, Jump Force, Devil May Cry 5, Crash Team Racing coming up this year, along with pay-per-view reviews being back, and we'll take it as we can, as we make it, damn it. Oh, I was on a good roll there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this. Let me know what you think of the format. I don't like it. I haven't even, I'm just recording this, and I'm just the audio here, and I know I don't like it. But it's like the laziest to just sit in front of the microphone. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe. And it's just like a bloody picture or something. Yeah, it's lazy, but in terms of updates, you know what, maybe in the future, maybe as those updates come, I'll have them on Twitter, and I'll do I swear to God, 2-minute video where it's just me talking with a picture. I don't know. And also, for anything else about last year or this upcoming year, feel free to let me know. I've mentioned whenever I do Let's Plays, I'm not going to bother with, hey, make sure you comment and share and subscribe and all that the video, like I play the video game for half an hour, and you go on YouTube. You guys know what to do. But whenever I have a video like this, I will ask you. Let's try make this be the one. Let's be lazy and just try get all the recommendations and suggestions on one video. Anything about the way I did things last year, anything about the games I'm going to be playing this year, or anything about the pay-per-view reviews, any suggestions or feedback would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're new, I doubt you got this far. Anyway, we're at 15 minutes. Jesus Christ. Okay, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you for now. So I'll see you tomorrow for some Fire Pro Wrestling World's Fighting Road. Cheers.